are Jane and Stephanie from Tipperary Studies here in Rossmore Community Centre, collecting stories from locals for Heritage Week 2025.
Jane here, speaking to Philip Fahey from Glenough, talking about hill farming, the first TV in the townland, and the dairy.
Philip, tell us, you're from Glenough, so was this your school?
No, I never went to school here. The new school was built in 48, Spawn the village. So that's why I went to school, yeah.
So you're the new generation. And did you have far to come?
2 miles down to school every day.
So when did things like school buses come in?
They wouldn't have come in until the 70s. I was finished for national school.
And they came for secondary school before that?
They did from the 70s on, yeah. I'd say the mid-60s on they were coming, before I started even in secondary.
You're in Glenough. Would your family have been in farming as well?
They're there for the 1850s, yeah.
1850s?
They rented a farm there, yeah. Well, sure, I suppose all farms were only rented that time.
Would you know what the landlord was?
Oh, the landlord of that area was Lord Hayward in Dundrum.
So Dundrum came right out that
Oh, yeah, they did, yeah. Well, then there was Pinnifellas on in Marlow, landowners. There was Lord Ottaway, they owned some of it up further in Rossmore.
So the other side of the hills, yeah.
Nope, Rossmore, yeah. It was up around Timplederry or something.
Isn't it changed a lot?
Oh, yeah, sure.
So you were able to buy it out then?
I think they bought it out around 1906 or something, was it? Or the Windermere Act or some of them.
Life in Glenough, is it a good place to grow up?
Oh, I suppose the same as any country place, you know. Freedom of the country and all the neighbours and all that, all helped each other and do all them things, you know.
And you knew everyone along the way?
You knew everyone, yeah, because when you walked to school, you knew everybody and you knew every field. Towards the ones on the bus nowadays have missed all that.
And would you have different names on the fields and everything?
Oh, they would, yeah, all the names would be.
And you'd know them?
Yeah.
So if someone said to you, go up thing, they'd just give you the name of a field, they wouldn't have to give you directions?
Oh, no, you know every field and the names of a lot of the neighbours' fields as well. They'd be often called after families that lived there maybe sometime previously, that altogether. Years ago, during the famine.
Give us an example.
Well, there was the Wires and there was Tooheys. And
there was no Dwyers or Tooheys?
No, and when I remember they were gone, you might see the bits of the ruins of the houses, Waylands, Morris's.
So a lot of families left?
Yeah, they would have during the famine. Like. There was something like 8 million people, was it, in the country before the famine?
I'm sure there wasn't hardly a thatched house left by the time you were growing up.
I remember a few of them around and they were re-slated in the 60s and they took the thatch off. The thatched house was supposed to be very warm and all that sort of thing. So the best they could do at the time was build a thatched house maybe. You know, they had the cord, the straw to thatch them.
Would farms have been big? Not the size they're gone to now.
They wouldn't know. A lot of farms have doubled up and all that sort of thing. Oh, maybe around 70 acres, I'd say.
That was a good farm though.
Yeah, well, to be up in the hills like too, you know, up in Glenough. You're in a hill area, you know. You wouldn't be as good. No, everyone grew what they wanted at the same time. They were self-sufficient that time. It was all dairy and everyone that could keep a cow had a cow at that time. Cottagers and everything had a cow. I don't know if you didn't get milk in the shops in the 60s. I don't think you would. There was no milk in shops. People bought nothing that time.
Was there still a dairy in the area?
Well, there was all the branch creamers. There was one in Glenough and there was one in Rossmore and one Torreheen.
So you did the Glenough one?
Rossmore, actually near Rossmore.
Oh,
yeah.
Right.
Glenough is a big town's land. Some of it is even going out into the parish of Hollyford. So there's actually 4 or 5 houses in Hollyford. They're in the town's land at Glenough. They used to have to come into Glenough even to vote and into Rossmore to vote in families to maybe 30 years ago.
Going to the creamery, I'm wondering, was it a car or...
Mostly people are going, I remember first of all going to horses and cars, and then tractors came in, motor cars. Like in other places you'd see a lot of donkeys and cars. Not so much in Rossmore because you're going back in the hill. The donkey would be no good. He'd be no good pulling in the hill a load. That time you were getting back the separated milk, you know, when the cream was gone off of it.
So you'd get it home then?
Yeah, for feeding calves.
Very good.
Oh yeah, they were only taking the cream off of it and separating it in the creamery. Get back the separated milk then.
Was that ever your job?
Oh yeah, I often went to the creamery, go to the creamery. And people would be all waiting around, you see, from the time you put in the milk, you'd be waiting around the back of the creamery, you'd be talking, you would feel time going.
Was there visiting houses?
Cordiac, there would be people who go Cordiac to the house, yeah.
Was there one in Glenough?
There was one house in Glenough, Gorman's, And they got a television in 1964, and the house would be full every night. I remember one time supposed to be All Ireland in 64, they had to bring it out in a table in the yard, and the yard was full. But they came from all over the flower studio, no?
Good.
You know, so it was great, it was better than the radio.
For
There were
sure.
only like flies on it, but sure. Well, it was great sure, at the time, you know.
I have a vision now. You wouldn't want it to rain.
No, it was a grand fine year.
And how many would you reckon was in the yard watching the final?
Oh, I'd say there could be 40 people there.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and standing in line again motor cars on. Oh, yeah, sure, it was years before that, I don't remember now. The radio was the same, like wireless. People had it, the place to be full for a match.
To listen. And did you go to matches much? Because this is
Oh,
a
yeah.
very big hurling area.
Oh, you go to the local club matches, you know, and
Yeah.
go to Northern Ireland.
How far would you travel now for a match?
Oh, you'd be going to Cashel or Thurles and all the matches, you know. You go to Limerick to matches. Some people just go to Cork and Ennis to matches, you know. Yeah, you go to Dublin, you had the train in Goolds Cross that time. Up to 1978 or 9, the station closed in Goolds Cross. Before that, you go to Dublin on the train.
And would Goolds Cross have been far away from you to get to?
It's only about 5 miles away. It's only, sure, a mile over, hardly a mile over from Clonolty. Well, you know PJ Maxwell, his father was the station master.
In
Goolds Cross. Yeah, he'll tell you all about the station and all the goods and all that coming. Yeah.
When did that close?
I'd say about 78. It was opened for one day in 79 when the Pope came to Limerick.
To
Yeah,
bring
it was,
people.
yeah, because people were on it and got off again coming back from Limerick. It was closed before that, and it was opened as the last day it was opened. Whatever day the Pope was in Limerick in 79. Yeah, no, I remember going down to collect my father at the time.
Yeah. You didn't go yourself.
I went to Galway the day before.
You'd have been at the start of all the big changes, like.
Yeah, I suppose the big changes even before I was born,
Yeah.
like electricity, came in. That made an awful change to people. Electric kettles to boil a kettle and all that. And actually, big changes. Yeah, the plastic pipe and then was another big change. Wagon pipe and took water into every house and every field.
People, you wouldn't think of that.
Yeah, that was a big change anyway.
Pumps.
Yeah, electric pumps and the pipe. You know, you can take a pipe along the butt of a ditch and you take water to the next field. Taps and in yards and all that. You know, electricity made an awful change. In milking machines as well. And there was even came before the tractors. The tractors wouldn't have been there till the late 50s. They started coming in. Came in their own time. Like, you know, there's fierce changes in the way everything is done. Like nowadays, round bales of silage and everything. You know,
I know.
you're not dependent on weather like you were that time.
You didn't house so many cattle then.
Oh no, they wouldn't be put in till after Christmas that time, cattle. Different type of sheds, you see, everything was tied in, and cows tied in, and the whole thing changed, like, you know.
Did the decimal system come in while you were in school?
I
Or?
did, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know, did I ever learn much in school anyway? I only put in time there, I think. All I intended going back farmer, and that was it.
Yeah.
I didn't think, I left it after 2 years in Thurles anyway. I think I felt I knew enough.
Was that the brothers now?
The
or-
brothers, yeah. And he knew as much going in as I did coming out.
And how did you get in when you started?
Oh, there was a bus going from
There
the cross
was.
here, yeah.
Yeah, but see, I was talking to someone earlier and they had to cycle the whole way.
Well, that was tough now.
So
Wet and winter time you would find in summertime, but winter time you were there not. Children love school now. Actually, I see past the school above there now any other day. They're out hurling and kicking football out with all different colour blazers or jackets on.
Did you not play hurling in school?
Oh, we did, yeah, but we were hurling anyway. So we played football, we played everything.
But were you ever interested in hurling yourself?
I hurled a bit up to minor, but after that then. Well, no time when the school closed at 3 o'clock and that was it, you got out and away home as fast as you could.
So
Yeah.
when you took to the farming, you were quite young.
I was 14.
What would you do for entertainment as a young man up in Glenough?
Actually, very little, I'd say. After a couple of years in, I joined Macron Farmer.
What did Macron na Firma do?
Actually, they had things called field evenings, and there was other competitions in, like farm tests and debating and public speaking and all that.
For young people? Was
Yeah,
it,
it was,
in the
yeah.
area? And was there many of you in it?
Oh, I'd say there could be 30 of us here in the club at the time.
Great way to meet up.
It was, yeah, and then there'd be maybe night classes in certain things.
And did you go to any?
I did, yeah.
So you got over the fear of school.
I did, yeah, but sure. You'd learn more when you want to learn when you leave school than you would when you've been in school.
That's very true.
You can't make one learn, but if they want to learn, they learn.
And there dances and that, because the big show band thing had come to an end.
I know they were going well
still-
that time in the Premier and Thurles and the Golden Vale down Rome. I'm sure there was always entertainment around, wasn't there?
Was there? There were more local pubs or that.
There was more local pubs there, but there was any of the younger crowd didn't go to pubs that time.
Did they not?
No.
Why not?
I don't know, they just went someplace else. You go off to dance, you wouldn't have to go to a pub before you go or anything else.
Okay.
There was 3 pubs in the parish, Gorman's and Davon's and Coffee's. Now there's only Coffee's left here, in this end of the parish. And then in Glenough there was 4 or 5, Bannock there was 2, 3 pubs, one in Goolds Cross. And so on, all the rural pubs are gone.
And was it more older men then?
Yeah, there was only, I don't know, was there much drinking that time at all?
Yeah.
A
It
few.
was more a place to meet up.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah. No, people didn't drink as much.
So how did so many pubs exist in the village?
They were all grocer shops as well. You see, and they all had land as well nearly. The pub was only a small bit of it. I'd say that time there was no such thing as being afraid of being caught driving a car home even. The big cars wouldn't be out, I suppose, I don't know. I'm sure in a country area, if you lost your licence, you'd be very isolated, yeah. You'd be better off dead.
Yeah, look, a lot of people left in these type of areas.
Oh yeah, they did. A lot of people, and even still today, there's a lot of young people going away for farms. You know that everything is done for Anna to take them over. They don't. They go off. They do the same thing in every sort of businesses, don't they? In towns and everything, they walk away out of shops that were in the family for generations.
Is it still that good community spirit?
Oh God, there's a great community spirit now here to do everything. Like even here last week, there was a crowd here painting the hall. Voluntary, yeah.
Voluntary.
Two different evenings, yeah.
It'd be sad if that was gone.
Oh, true, yeah. And that's one great thing you're finding. I suppose you have the same thing in towns, maybe you're voluntary. They're all more strangers in a town, of course, too, aren't they?
See, this idea of cycling or walking 2 miles to school or that. And
No, so everyone else was doing it as well. The crowd was walking, you know. And you knew. It was great too, because you knew every field, you knew everyone along the road, and hopefully you get a lift some evenings or mornings.
up on a cart.
Yeah.
Going to Creamery.
Yeah, the cars going to him in the morning were great.
I'd say they were.
Yeah. Sure, things are different, you know. You'd have a bottle of milk and bread in for lunch, and that was it. The homemade brown bread we had. Sauce bottle of milk.
Gone to crumbs in the bag by the time you get to school.
Well, you'd eat it anyway, you'd be hungry. And if you didn't eat, you'd eat it coming home. Yeah, oh yeah.
So your mother would bake bread every day.
Yeah, and when you would go home, you wouldn't have to be coaxed to eat it, you know, either, after walking back from school. You know, you'd be home, your house was 3 o'clock to be half, 3/4 to 4, you'd be home.
And was it still solid fuel fires and cooking?
Oh, there was in the school, yeah, the solid, yeah. In the mistress's room there was a range, and then in the master's room there was only a grate. And he'd like that there in the morning, he'd come, she'd be frozen for an hour after in winter time.
And you'd be sent out to bring in the turf.
Oh, yeah, it'd be cold there, the Suttons used to bring up coal.
Did they have indoor toilets in the new school? Or
No, there were outdoor toilets, yeah.
And no water in the school either?
No. No, we used to have to go up to a pump that was there beside the school for water. It was just above the school in the village, yeah. Pump and drink it as it fell out of the pump, you know, the hand pumps. The master used to have to go up to fill the kettle there as well,
Right.
to that pump.
And bring it back down and
Yeah.
put it on.
I think there was water in 2 sinks, all right, but there was only rainwater coming from a tank on the roof, yeah.
What did you learn? Learning to write longhand.
Yeah, it was all giant right
Did
in
you
the
have
time.
those old copies with the lines?
With the blue and the red lines, you had to
Yeah.
go up to the red one. And even we did it with chalk on a board as well.
They weren't going to waste paper.
No, you
on
had
them.
the chalk and then wipe it off with your sleeve.
Start again. And would they be lined too? Yeah.
Yeah, there were lines on that, and you turned the back of it in, it was black, you could use sums on it. I don't know, did they use chalk on it when I was in school even?
So you did use chalk up till what age?
Oh, you'd be on chalk until you were, I say, into first class.
And then you get a pencil or a pen?
A pen and an inkwell. There was a little brass sliding cover on it. Did you ever see those?
I have.
Yeah, and then you have the pen with the nib on it, and if you let it fall, the nib could get sprained, you know, to spread out. So you'd have to go up to Carey's for a new nib.
What would a new lib cost you?
I know it was a halfpenny or a penny or something. The mistress used to have them then as well. And you have to be very careful how you write with that, because you'd prod the paper if you were too heavy in the hand. So, oh yeah, if you were stealing it, you'd have a dribble from the inkwell to the copy. Well,
I'd say you were popular if you did
you'd
that.
be checked on that. Then you have blotting paper to dry it before you close the copy. I know you get handy with it, like, you know. Some will be honest, have drops. They bring too much on the nib.
Like you must have thought biros were a brilliant thing.
Yeah, I didn't know the biros. They were there. They came, I suppose, before we were finished, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you start with a pencil writing before you go to the pen, yeah. Actually, you couldn't be letting a little lad of 6 years of age work a pen with a nib on it. He'd be prodding it, but he'd be sticking it in the paper as well. No, nowadays you see anyone that's writing anything, youngsters, people in jobs, all printed writing, isn't it?
Yeah, and a lot of people don't learn longhand.
I say they don't because it's all printed, but they can fly at it, can't they? No, but if they were signing their name even to be printed, wouldn't it? If you see in letters now, you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
And would you have had to do songs and learn off things like that?
Oh, they were singing in school, yeah.
Would you have learned local ballads or was it?
Oh no, I don't at all, Mrs. I was usually outside the door for singing.
Oh. Not musical then.
No, I don't know what it was.
Or trouble.
Trouble more so. We'd be sitting out together and kindling for the fire, a few of us. We used to enjoy that part of it.
I bet you
More
did.
so then. There's only one evening a week, I think they used to have singing for an hour. Mrs. used to have a tuning fork on the desk or something. That was always flat.
So she wasn't having you.
No.
Oh, that's fantastic. We wrap it up there and let you off.
Whenever you say.
And thank you very much. That brings our conversation to a close. To everyone listening, thank you for joining us and helping us keep these stories alive through your interest and support. A huge thank you from us to the Rossmore community, whose generosity in sharing their time and knowledge made this possible. Your willingness to share your memories enriches us all. We are also deeply grateful to the Tipperary County Council Heritage Office for funding this project. Again, thank you for listening, and until next time, Slán a Gaibh go léir.